Sorry. Well, that's another fine mess that I've got us both into. No, I didn't intend this to happen. I thought my contacts amongst the orphan was reliable. Sorry. Well, anyway, your advantage is we're back among the traditions. Your folk before we mentally manipulated you into almost becoming a technocrat. Yeah. I would say I'm sorry, but I am not. But that's kind of beside the point. We're now... I overheard them. Implants. Yeah, they are that good. I overheard them. They really don't know what to do with us. They don't trust you. They definitely don't trust me, but they don't know what we are. They're going to interrogate us and see what to do with us afterwards. So, not much time. Let me get you to... Yeah, I know you probably all know this, but let's revise it, okay? We need to... Don't know which group it is. Might be more than one. The traditions. Founded by the Council of Mystical Traditions and blah, blah, blah. Betrayal, blah, blah, blah. Unimportant things. We might have mistreated them just a little bit in the past. They're the major other side in the war, the Ascension War. They lost, as I keep on saying. They had their chance. They had their chance of building their better world, and they built a terrible world full with superstition and death. And we've frankly built a much better one, but that's beside the point. So we built a better world and we're beating them, and they really should just admit that. But I don't think if we go into the interrogations with that attitude, that's going to work particularly well. So, understanding them, they are the Council of 9 Mystic Traditions. Why they managed to stay together is beyond common enemy. Of course, that's why we've stopped the pogrom. We just need to take a step back and the traditions will just break into small, tiny pieces. But that still won't help us today. Right, fast. Akashic Brotherhood. I saw some who might be of that type. These are your, well, I was about to say stereotypical, but maybe the stereotypes came from them. Your martial artists. They perfect their body and their mind. They follow esoteric philosophies. They test themselves. They have a complicated harmony, balance, imbalance thing, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but seems to at least adapt itself and gives way of behaving. I mean, from the syndicate perspective, it doesn't really matter if they're saying complete nonsense. The construction of social structures based on nonsense still functions. Okay, yeah. Anyway, back to them. They are wars. They test. They are disciplined. They are hierarchical, respectful, all your standard martial artists, and they think that they can do magic through this, through Do, through their paths, that everything from tea ceremonies, flower arranging, kicking your opponent's ass, that all of this is part of one, part of unity, part of themselves, that as they repeat gesture after gesture, this will give them the ability to kill with a touch and to convince you with a word. Yeah, that's basically their thing. What else? Celestial Chorus, in case that's them. I did see a cross and a Star of David when we were being dragged. Yeah, I can see through blindfold implants. They're the unity of all religions, the ecumenical, the ultra the sort of idealized, something that I really wish they'd join us. If we have to have religion, just one unified religion that unifies everything is really what we want. But they're the celestial chorus. They think in singing, a very strong emphasis on singing and music, and this connects them with the divine. Maybe there would be some problems if they came to join the technocracy. But yes, what's miraculous is that somehow this music, the idea that music transcends culture in a sense must be true, because they are so many disparate groups, so many different beliefs within this celestial chorus, and they all manage to function together just through their organization, their song, their binding together, and they're seeking unity. They seek, okay, time for a little bit of magical theory. They think that there was a one before, and it shattered, and they called these shards avatars. And the avatar shards went everywhere, and this is what allows a mage to awaken. Interesting enough, I probably should have mentioned the Akashic Brotherhood, their belief in the cycle of life and the combination with the avatar means that from their perspective, their wars can go on for a long time because they can continue it in a different life. In fact, that's one of the problems the Akashic Brotherhood had before we came there and forced them to unify. Okay, outside enemy again, was that their wars would go on forever, convinced that they were the incarnation of the previous person who was killed by the previous person who was the incarnation of the previous person of the guy that they now needed to kill. Anyway, back to the celestial chorus. The one shatters, shards go everywhere. These are the avatar, the spark of genius, to use the correct term. And that the whole point of ascension is to get back to unity, recreate the one by binding together all the mystics and all the techno-mages and everything through the unifying power of music. Yeah, sounds pretty hippie-ish, but again, kind of works. So who are we to question their false and ridiculous beliefs? Oh, they're coming. I can definitely hear someone there. So no time for more. Hope it's one of those two. Good luck with the interrogation.